I'm pretty confident this is going to be the most comprehensive guide on how to buy magic mushrooms in the 4+ years that I've been doing this show. I'm excited about it. Let's jump in. I am Dr. Dave. This is Microdose U. The first thing I'm going to do today is I'm going to share with you actually where not to buy magic mushrooms, because this is actually, believe it or not, this is where most people make their mistakes. They get ripped off, they get bad product, they lose all their money, all kinds of crazy things. I'm going to share with you where not to buy magic mushrooms. Then what we'll do, we'll get into where to buy magic mushrooms. But I am going to tell you right now, I'm not going to just give you a link and say, go there, get your magic mushrooms. And here's why I'm not going to do it exactly like that. I am going to do it. Don't worry. You will have a resource. You will have a way to legitimately buy magic mushrooms by the end of this show. However, I have to be careful, and I'll tell you why, because this is a public podcast. Anybody can access this. It's on YouTube, it's on Apple, it's on Spotify, it's all over the place. So I hope you can understand that I just can't just start putting links out there to the general public. Oh, here, buy it here and you'll be fine. It's a little more complex than that. If I do that, I run the risk of getting this show shut down, and I don't think anybody wants that. I run the risk of getting people in trouble. There are a lot of risks in me just blurting out there like, okay, here's where you go, just go. But you'll see I have to do this a little bit carefully, but you will have the information that you want by the end of the show. And then we're going to take some questions. I got a lot of questions I've been holding on to. People that ask about where to buy, how to buy, where should I not buy, is it safe, and all kinds of questions. I held them specifically for this episode because I think it's going to really work out well. I'm going to get every single question answered. So by the end of the show, you will know where not to buy magic mushrooms. You'll know where you can safely buy magic mushrooms, and you'll hear the answers to a lot of questions that people are asking. So let's get right into it. Okay, right out of the gate, I am going to say to you, do not ever buy magic mushrooms from somebody that you don't know who is selling them on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all the social media platforms. These days, it's prevalent. People are going to approach you. If you even ask any kind of question about magic mushrooms, they're going to approach you. They're going to tell you, they're going to direct message you. They're going to tell you that they've got the best product, buy magic mushrooms from me. You're going to get scammed. I'm telling you, 99% of the cases, you're going to get scammed. So I will share this with you. Never buy magic mushrooms from a source that approaches you on social media that you don't know, because that is a recipe for losing your money, getting a dangerous product, getting nothing. It's not going to work out well for you 99% of the time. Now, do you want to take that chance? 1% it might. I wouldn't. So I'm telling you right here and right now, do not take the chance. Nothing on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, unless you know the source. And again, you're going to get approached by people who are ready to scam you. Do not buy magic mushrooms if you go to like a festival and they've got booths set up and somebody behind the booth is claiming that these are magic mushrooms. Drum circles, a lot of times they try to sell them there. They have booths set up. Vape shops, they over the counter, they'll say these are magic mushrooms. Okay, in most of these cases, they will be some type of a functional mushroom, but they're not going to be psilocybin. And again, you don't know what you're getting from these people. I personally wouldn't do it. I was actually, this past summer, I was walking along the boardwalk in Ocean City, Maryland, during my 51-day road trip. And I walked into one of these shops that, tourists all walk into. And this guy behind the counter started asking me questions. And it finally led to, do you do marijuana? Do you like mushrooms? And so I started talking to the guy. He started showing me he was selling marijuana, he was selling mushroom bars, but this is right out in the open on the boardwalk in Ocean City, Maryland. These products are not to be trusted. I wouldn't buy anything there. No, because you don't know what you're getting. Especially since this show is called Microdose U, you want to be able to microdose safely. No, stay away. Those are not the type of products you want. They are not going to be good in almost all cases. Also, Very recently, I was walking along in Chinatown in Las Vegas. This is just a couple weeks ago. And there was some shop, and right in the window it said magic mushrooms. And I'm thinking, no, 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 no. I wouldn't go near it. And then when you look closely at the wrapping, it doesn't, in many cases, they don't say psilocybin on it. They'll say functional magic mushrooms, blah, blah, blah. It's a bunch of BS. Do not buy from places like that. You're not going to get what you want. And especially if you're somebody that's trying your best to, you want to get into microdosing for mental health issues. This is a real medicine. So, I mean, how can I tell you to get your medicine that's going to help your life and help your health, especially your mental health, from some vendor in some shop you're walking along and you don't even know who they are? No, don't do that. Please don't do it. There are so many ripoffs these days. Everybody's trying to capitalize on the magic mushroom craze. And again, these people have no idea that, how to use it for medicine and how to use it for mental health issues. We've been doing this for quite some time here at Microdose U. And although we don't sell anything, no, I don't sell any product whatsoever, but I can help guide you in certain directions. But I've seen everything for the past 4.5 years now, and there are so many ripoffs out there. They're getting more prevalent since this medicine is becoming more popular and more mainstream. More people are talking about it in the mainstream for to use it for mental health issues. So of course we got a lot of scammers who are capitalizing or trying to capitalize on this. So that those are places where you should not buy. Um, I guess also to summarize that, never buy magic mushrooms from someone who you don't know personally or has not been recommended to you by somebody that you do know personally and trust and has used that source and knows that it's good, has vetted it for you. Otherwise, stay away. Don't be the guinea pig. Again, you're either going to get ripped off monetarily, ripped off with a dangerous product, an inferior product, something that doesn't work. Or, oh my God, I could tell you so many stories. Please, please trust me on this one. Okay, so if that's the case, where do you get magic mushrooms? Where can you safely buy them? And they're going to be good products. You're not going to get ripped off. It's going to work for you. And you can get started with your mental health journey or whatever other reason you're going to be using magic mushrooms. I want you to do it in a safe way. Now, what I said at the very beginning of the show is, and I hope you understand this, and some people are going to be pissed at me. They're going to say, well, this was clickbait. You didn't tell me. That's not true. You're going to find out why. But some people, yes, some people that just don't get it are going to be very upset. They're going to say, this show wasted 10, 15 minutes of my time and I didn't find anything out. Well, that's just simply not true, because I am going to share this with you. But again, the reason I have to do it this way is because we have to do it in a safe way. If I start just sharing links with you, I'm going to get shut down. The vendors, they're going to get shut down. It's going to be a tremendous mess. And I don't think anybody wants that to happen. So in the past, for the past 4 years, since I've been doing this show, I've told you things like ask people in your area, ask college people that you might know, ask people that are associated with young people, ask people that are associated with colleges, and also you can also do a search for psychedelic therapy your town, and there's a very good chance you're going to find somebody who at least can guide you. But I've got something better now. That I did the best I could in those days because, again, I didn't really have this resource now that I'm going to share with you that's available. But I have started a Patreon page. It's a premium platform. And bear with me, I'm going to share this with you why I'm doing it like this. It is a paid premium platform, but it's very, very inexpensive. I keep it super inexpensive because I want this to be very affordable, and I want the right people to come in, and it just kind of keeps out, how can I say this, people that are just looking for information and nothing else, and maybe even people that are going to cause problems. So I do have a paid Patreon page, a paid Patreon platform, and there on that platform we do discuss, and I also share with you where you can legitimately get magic mushrooms from vendors that I and many other people that have gone through Microdose U have vetted, have used, and we know for sure that these are good products. We're sure. And again, I don't sell anything personally, but I do know vendors that sell a very good quality product and also at a very, very fair price. And this is the type of thing that we talk about on on the Patreon channel, on the premium Patreon. Now, again, it is paid, so you are going to have to pay a little bit of money to get this information. But I'll tell you why we do this also. We have kind of cultivated a family of people there on this Patreon channel who we kind of, it feels like a family. We all share things confidentially with each other and it's not open to the public. So, a regular person can't just click on it and start seeing all this information. You have to be a paid member. And if you do decide to join, and I'm not pressing anybody to join, I don't have to have new members. I'm doing this as a service for people that might be interested in this, but I'm not doing this to get wealthy, to make more money. I'm doing it to keep certain people away, and that's what we want because this is a really kind of cool family. And not only do we do live meetings every couple weeks or a couple times a month, but we have a lot of ways that we all communicate with each other. We have a WhatsApp platform, and it's pretty much always going, and we're always helping each other. And it's a wonderful family. I'm really not looking for somebody that's going to pay for 1 month, come in, grab as much information as you can, and then leave. I mean, you can do it if you want. It's not looked at as very favorable because this is a family. It's a family of people. And how would you like it if you had a family and somebody joined your family and then they quit after a month? I mean, that's not really a family thing to do. I don't know if that sounds right or not, but we are a group of people that we just feel really connected to each other. We help each other out, and we don't want people just coming and going, coming and going. So if this feels like something that might resonate with you, the link for my Patreon page it's in the show notes, and it's also on my website, microdoseu.com. It's microdose with the letter U on the end of it.com. You'll see how inexpensive it really is. And I hope you join if it's something that resonates with you. If it doesn't resonate with you, it's probably not for you anyway. So that's totally fine. I still love you. It's okay. I'm not pressuring anyone to join this, but I hope you can understand why I'm doing it this way. And as I said, it's the link is always on the show notes as well. I've got show notes for every episode that I do here. If you just go to the show notes, whether you're on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, you'll see show notes there. And I've got really good links that I think will help you out with many, many different things along your microdose journey, including the Patreon platform, the Patreon page, the Patreon group that we're in, that we do welcome new members that feel that they resonate with this. Okay, let's get into some questions and answers. I'll do my best to answer these questions that I've held just for a little bit because I knew this episode was coming up and I wanted to do them all here. So number one, Chris Toronto ask, what are the biggest mistakes people make when trying to buy magic mushrooms? Well, Chris, I pretty much told you. Buying them from sources that you don't know anything about, buying them from sources that approach you on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, etc. Just buy them from reputable sources, either that I recommend on Patreon or that somebody else that you know very well recommends, and they use them and they're confident that it's going to work out. Otherwise, you're going to probably get ripped off. So those would be big mistakes. Don't get ripped off. Next question from @Luna Vibes. How can you tell if a seller is trustworthy or a scammer? Well, again, like I just said, if you get approached by somebody on Facebook or TikTok or Instagram, 99% chance they're going to be a scammer. So the odds are in your favor that you'd be able to tell if they're a scammer. 99% chance they're scamming you. Just don't do it. Nomad Dan says, are there certain red flags? Well, a lot of these questions are pretty similar. I apologize. Are there certain red flags that should immediately stop you from buying? Yep, we just talked about them, so I won't repeat those again. We talked about all the red flags that you should stop. Just stop if you see any of those red flags. Mindshift Mike, what's the difference between buying mushrooms versus edibles, like gummies or chocolate? In other words, what form should I buy my mushrooms? So, okay, hey, that's a really good question, Mike. There's several forms that somebody will sell mushrooms in. Basically, whole mushrooms, whole dried mushrooms. Everything we talk about is pretty much dried, whole dried mushrooms, powder, which is basically just ground up dried mushrooms, capsule form, chocolate, tea, gummies. I'll tell you what I prefer. Now for an absolute beginner, I really recommend capsules. You know why? Because everything's done for you. You basically buy a bottle of capsules, or however they come. Buy a bottle of capsules. It specifies how many milligrams. Let's just make this up and say 150 milligram capsule. Um, Everything's done for you. When they arrive, you just open up the package and you take a capsule and swallow it, and you don't have to do anything else. If you buy whole mushrooms, then you've got to worry about grinding them up. But by the way, it's not a good way to microdose by just taking a bite off of a whole dried mushroom, because the psilocybin is concentrated in different parts of the mushroom and you don't know how much you're getting. You might get a lot or you might get almost nothing. So that's why we recommend grinding them up into a powder and making a big mix, and then it's more uniformly distributed. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, for an absolute beginner, capsules are the best. I prefer my favorite forms are capsules, and I love chocolate. And let's just say you get a chocolate bar that's broken up into 300 milligram squares. Very common. Um, so when when you have a 300 milligram square in your hand, if you take a bite of half of that, there's a very good chance you're getting pretty close to 150 milligrams, which is a really, really nice microdose. 300 milligrams is a very high end of the microdose spectrum. But I love chocolate. First of all, it tastes really good, and it's very, very easy to use. You can also use tea bags. They're fine. Nothing wrong with tea bags. And gummies. Gummies, for some reason, don't seem to be as common as capsules and chocolate, but they do exist. And if you can find a good gummy, it's like, 150, 200, 300 milligram gummy, that's totally fine as well. So have fun, find your product, and enjoy. Jade Spirit 11, is it safer to grow your own mushrooms instead of trying to buy them? Really good question, Jade Spirit. It depends. It depends what you want to do and how you want to do it. I don't grow for various reasons. The main reason is I just don't want to. I just don't want to mess with it when it's so easy to source these, so easy to get them and without having to grow anything. And I know where I get them. They're good sources. Um, but if you're interested in growing, if you want to learn how to grow mushrooms, there's nothing wrong with that. And you can find spores and grow kits very commonly, because actually the grow kits, the spores are legal. It's when they develop, they grow into actual magic mushrooms with psilocybin. That's when they're not legal in some areas. I should say they're because there are definitely areas of, I'm speaking from the United States. There are areas in the United States where they are legal or decriminalized. And I always recommend using them in those areas that it is legal. I'm not advocating or not promoting breaking any laws. If you do, that's a decision you have to make. Your mental health, you have to weigh your mental health versus breaking a law, and that's okay too. Another reason is I happen to be here in Utah, and I just don't want to have a grow room in my house or wherever somewhere, and it's there, and I just think it's taken too much of a chance. So I don't grow mushrooms. If you want to try, there's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Some people say it's very easy. Some people say there's quite a learning curve. Some people say it's not so easy. So again, beware, just be careful, and do it in an area where it is safe. Next question from Healing Path 2025. I live outside of the US. Will anyone ship to me? Healing Path, probably not. I mean, you might find somebody. I know the people that I recommend, the people that I vetted, the people that are doing this from a legal area. Um, they won't ship outside. I don't think they'll ship outside of the U.S. There are too many things you have to worry about, and then you have to worry about customs from another country. It's no, it's probably not a good idea. I'd probably do more research in your country, because I guarantee wherever you are, you can find magic mushrooms. You're gonna have. I'm not an expert with other countries' systems as far as distribution or sourcing, but There is a way you can find out. So I would probably just look into that as opposed to trying to get them from the US. Okay, question from Psyched Soul. This like feeds, this is a great question. It kind of feeds right into this entire episode. So I thank you, Psyched Soul, for this question in advance. If someone wants if someone that's brand new, someone brand new wants the most up-to-date information on sourcing, where can they find it? Well, you found it right here. Again, I don't source, I don't sell anything. However, I can point you to people and places that do, and they do it very safely, and they are operating from places where it is legal. So I can point you to that. Again, I recommend, if you're interested, joining my Patreon page in the show notes or on my website, microdoseu.com. It's microdose U. Actually, just right there. If you're watching on YouTube, it's spelled right there. No spaces, though, microdoseu.com. And there'll be links to take you to the Patreon page. Again, please, I'm not really truly looking for people to just come in and come out quickly. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking for really good members who want to improve their lives, improve their mental health, and have a community of people that are willing to help them, and we all help each other. That's exactly what we're looking for here. I truly hope that there was valuable information in here, and this episode helped you out. Again, it's been a long time coming, because up until now I was a little more vague, and I really never helped anybody to this level. But now you know there is a place you can come and join us, and you can learn a lot more about this. I put a brand new episode out every single Wednesday. So if you're brand new, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and turn on your notifications so you always get a brand new episode. I put some shorts out there during the week sometimes. Just got a lot of stuff going. If people are interested in one-on-one coaching, one-on-one guidance, I do offer that. Again, making it very clear, we don't sell any product whatsoever, but we're happy to talk to you, give you some one-on-one guidance about how to go about doing this all. And again, that link is in the show notes and on my website, microdoseu.com. So until next Wednesday, until next week, when we have a brand new episode out, I want to tell you that I do love you, and you're not alone. I realize there are people out here that they feel that they're by themselves. They feel like they've got no one to turn to. They're struggling with their mental health. They're struggling with a lot more in their lives. And I just want to let you know, if you need a hug, I'm giving you a virtual hug right here. I do love you. And remember that we're here to help you unravel the mystery of microdosing for your health. It can be done. It's out there, and we are here to guide you. Until next time, I am Dr. David Maddow.